Welcome back everybody to part 6 of our Starfox style rail shooter in Unity. In the last video we got our weapons set up. Now let's create a weapons manager to help control what kind of weapon we want to upgrade to upon collecting a weapon pickup. When you're ready, all wings report in. Let's crack on. Okay, so to review, in the last lesson we created 3 types of weapons as child of the player parent object. We have the single weapon and the twin weapon, which fires twin green lasers, but we added the ball there is plasma. So what I did was copy the twin weapon, renamed it plasma, and just ticked is plasma is true. And of course that's going to fire the blue, more powerful lasers. With all of our weapons set, let's now go to the scripts folder, create a weapon manager script, attach it to the player parent, and open it up. For the variables, we want to have a public game object array for the weapons, of course. And below, we also want another public game object for a charge weapon and the bomb weapon, which we currently don't have, but we're going to make them in the next video. So for now, as we don't need this, let's just phase it out, and we'll come back to that later. We also want a public integer called weapon index, and that'll equal 0. This is going to help decide what weapon we're going to level up to upon collecting a weapon pickup. Then we want to get a reference to the player controller, the player. And we'll add that in the awake method, like so. Next, go ahead, remove the start method, we won't be needing that, and instead create 2 new methods, a weapon change and enable weapons. Let's focus on weapon change for now. Inside, we're going to create a for loop that's going to cycle through that weapons array. For integer I equals 0, if that value of I is less than the weapons array.length, we're going to increment it by 1. This is going to help determine and select what weapon we want active based on the weapon index. So in the for loop there, the weapons value of I, that integer, .setActive, will be I equal to the weapon index. So our default is 0, that'll be our single laser. When we collect a weapon power up, it's going to increment to 1, going to deactivate the single and activate the twin weapon. And that's all we need for the weapon change. Next, let's go down to enable weapons. What is this going to do? When we execute certain maneuvers like barrel rolling, somersaulting, and when the player dies, we don't want to have the ability to shoot. That might be a bit broken. So this is going to help control when we can or can't shoot by setting the weapons active or inactive accordingly. And that's going to be based on a bool called isActive. And that'll equal the player.isRolling bool. Or in this case, if the player.isNotRolling, then set the weapons array active. So the weapon index, the current weapon we have, .setActive is active. And below, I phased out 2 similar lines for the charge weapon.setActive and the bomb weapon.setActive. But again, more on that in the next video. And that's it for the weapon change method and enable weapons. So all we have to do is head into update, add them both in there like so. Let's hit save and head back into Unity. And now let's go and set up the weapons array in the weapons manager by dragging and dropping our weapons like so. We want the default to be the single weapon at 0. Then we'll level up to the twin, and then finally the plasma. With that set, we now need a means to increment this array to level up our weapon, and we'll do that with a weapon pickup. Let's have a closer look at our weapon pickup in the prefabs folder. You'll see pickups, and we have a bomb pickup and a laser pickup. Let's have a closer look. The laser pickup is a model made in Blender with a capsule collider that is set as trigger. It's also on the laser layer because we don't want anything on the laser layer to collide with each other. We only want the ship to collide with this. Please refer to the project settings, the collision matrix, if you need to. Then we're going to add a script to this in the scripts folder, select power up, add it to the laser pickup, and open it up. For the variables in the power up script, we only want 1, and that'll be a serialized bool is bomb up. Similar to the bool we used is plasma for the weapon, we're going to use this bool to determine what type of pickup this is. Is this a laser pickup, or is this going to increase our bomb count as a bomb collectible? Next, let's go and create a private void on trigger enter, collider, we can call it other, and we're going to start things off with an if statement that says if the other.gameObject.tag that we're colliding with is equal to the player, then we'll create a variable called weapons, and I'll equal the other.gameObject.getComponent, the weapon manager. So when it collides with the object on the player tag, it'll get that weapon manager component. When it does, we want to check to see if this is a bomb up or not. If it is a bomb up, then we'll look at this a little bit later when we do charge shooting and the bomb. And it's just going to increase our bomb count by 1, but you can leave that edited out for now. We'll come back to that soon. Else, if it's not bomb up, then we want to increase our lasers. Else, if the weapons.weapon index is less than 2, meaning if we are not plasma, then increase that weapon index ++ by 1. Therefore, when we do reach the plasma and we do collect the weapon pickup, it won't increase further than that. And of course, we want to destroy this weapon pickup on collision. Destroy game object. That's all we need. Hit save. Let's head back into Unity. Now, all we have to do is highlight the twin and plasma weapon, set them as inactive. We only want the single weapon active. And let's go and drag that laser pickup prefab into the pickups tab, like so. You can align its position to 0 on Y and 0 on X, and that should bring it in front of the player, like so. Feel free to place it wherever you like, but just for testing, I'm going to put it just in front of the player. I'm going to duplicate it and put another one further ahead. Now, let's go and hit play. When we shoot single, collect, shoot the twin, collect again, and shoot the plasma. This is just a simple way to have some form of weapon upgrade system upon collecting weapon pickups. Go ahead, place these anywhere you like in your level, and next time we're going to look at how to create a charge shot and add that to our weapons manager. Thank you all very much for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you. I hope you're having a great time with this project, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.